So
playing that later. This album came out in 2014.
Yes.
On it says Sludge Leaf Music. Is that an actual label, or is that just what you guys wanted to call it?
Fake it till you make it. It's not an actual label, but fake it till you make it.
I can appreciate that.
It's a self-release, so anything we do underneath a self-release, we like to put it out under that. It's not like a legit label. It's our own. Take a page from ICP's book.
Oh yeah.
Nobody wants to sign you; just sign yourself.
All right, keep referencing them off air. What is with your fascination with ICP?
I love ICP, dude.
I'm going to revert back to my off-air comment about 3-letter acronyms.
Oh yeah.
FCC,
There's another one.
CIA, ICP.
I was actually thinking that. I just didn't want to say anything.
I'm smart enough to catch up eventually. But why don't you tell me about this album that you have out so far?
What Glitter band coming out in June. Another it'll be a 4-song EP called Crisp and Bold. Yeah, that's going to be our new EP again out in June, probably on Sludge Leaf. But
I hear they're putting out a lot of good stuff lately.
Absolutely, yeah. And Glitter from the Gills is just our first EP or our first demo. The title of the EP came from I had about an 8-inch tiger Oscar cichlid, and I would feed him goldfish, and he would chew them up and then spit out the excess out of his gills, and it looked like it would be raining glitter. So Glitter from the Gills.
That also explains the fish.
The fish, yes.
It's all coming together now. I get it.
Yes, it all comes together.
We recorded it in our friend Dave Cole's basement, and he had his own little home studio. It came out pretty decent. But this new one we recorded at Soundscape Studios. What's it called now? Tonic Studios now. It's called. And yeah, we got the mixing back, and we're about to send it out to Nashville to get mastered. And yeah, June release. So.
Particular reason? Any?
Please contact us.
Yeah, we need a CD layout. So get a hold of us.
So you're looking for people to make it look nice.
Looking for people to make it look nice.
We found the ones to make it sound nice.
Right.
Nashville. Any particular reason? Any?
I was a lead from our producer that recorded us, and he said either L.A. or Nashville, and Nashville's pretty hot right now, so I don't want to send out to L.A. and every other processed thing that comes out of L.A.,
Yeah. We don't talk about L.A. or California. This is our California. We try to ignore them. Who gave you this tip to send it down? Well, I lost my train of thought. So you're looking for people to make it look nice, find the design work. Yes. So who produced the album? Who gave you this tip to send it down to Nashville?
His name's Donnie. What's Donnie's last name?
I don't know.
Donnie Soundscape. But yeah, he's the people at Soundscape have worked with that company in Nashville on other occasions, and that's, I guess we just flipped a coin and said that's what we're going to send it. And I was against the LA thing, so I wanted to go to the music capital of the United States.
So does that mean it's going to be a country album?
Yes. We're looking to win a Grammy. Is that what you win for the music?
Nah.
Grammys?
I think it's a golden cowboy hat.
They had mastered Underwood.
I listen to metal.
Carrie Underwood.
You speak as if I know anything about award shows. Tenacious D won Best Metal Performance last year.
Somehow beat Metallica.
They may have mastered Tenacious D.
Okay, so do you have a name for the album? Oh wait, yeah, you did.
Crisp and Bold.
Crisp and Bold.
Yes.
Crisp and Bold. I gotta start writing these things down so I know what to ask and what not to ask.
We actually just named it on the way down here.
You named it on the way here.
We named it on the way here. Yeah.
Throwing ideas back
said,
and
guys,
forth.
we need a title for the EP.
We gotta promote it. We gotta tell people it's gonna be awesome. What do we call it?
Good. Crisp and bold.
Crisp and bold.
Take it right off the side.
Picked it up on the way here. I just announced here the new Old Lords EP coming out, Crisp and Bold. Just announced. Just figured it out yourselves.
Yeah.
That means it's very fresh.
Absolutely.
Is it going to be properly manicured and trimmed and just as dank as the first one?
Even better.
It'll be the dopest dope.
Dopest dope you've ever smoked.
We're gonna jump into
Can I say dope?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I hit that button right there, that means you screwed up. Don't make me hit that button.
Note to self. Don't make him hit the button.
Don't make me hit the button. We're gonna jump into some music from Glitter from the Gills. Gonna be probably gonna play through the whole thing. I've got time. I'll be here till 10, so we're gonna play it. You guys, we have you in studio, so we're gonna start off with Warm Words. Anything you want to say to preface this track?
It is the single off the EP, I guess. You could call it that. You can go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/oldlord17. And we have a that our friend from our hometown did for us. And it's, enjoy. There's some live videos and everything on there.
Sam Carpenter.
Sam Carpenter, 424.
What?
724.
Awesome. Well, you just heard about it. This is Warm Words by Old Lords. Stay tuned. We'll be talking to them for the next couple hours, depending on when they want to leave. You're listening to 91.9 FM, WCAL, Cali's best music. I'm your host, Zach, playing you my favorite hard rock and heavy metal. That was Perfect Strangers by Dream Theater, originally by Deep Purple. I played the song, the original one, earlier in the show, to start off. I've got Old Lords in the studio talking, stuff.
What up?
Talking trash. On each other, mostly, off air.
Yeah.
What's up? But for those just tuning in, because they're lazy and late and no fun, why don't you introduce yourselves again?
I'm Nick. I play drums.
I'm Steve. I play bass.
And I'm Blink. I play guitar and I do vocals.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in. I say it every time we go up on air, and I appreciate it because I don't like to talk. I very much don't like to talk on air, and when I have to do it alone, it's really awkward. So I'd rather have other people that are way more awkward to talk to. It makes my life better.
Start changing your voice. Welcome to the DJ.
I could have my own weird late night personality, come in and just pretend I'm someone else at 2 a.m.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be nice.
But last we were talking about, we started going through your first album. I like songs dedicated to me.
Yes. That will be on Heavy Metal Manesson 3.
Oh, so you're gonna play that for me
Live.
live?
We'll dedicate it to you.
Oh, I like songs dedicated to me. My ego appreciates it. But you guys got a couple shows coming up. You wanna plug them? Do you know of them off the top of your head? Because I have access to them all.
Yes, we have Friday, April 8th at Black Forge Coffee House in Pittsburgh, PA. We are playing with Solar Burn. Get back and get a little birthday show going on. He helps out a lot of bands around the Pittsburgh area and the surrounding areas with shows, so it's really good to get back and give back to him, and hopefully it'll be a killer birthday party for him.
One of us don't end up dead.
And one of us don't end up dead.
Those are the best parties.
Yes. And then the following Saturday, I believe it is April 16th, we are at Goodfellas in McChicken?
McChicken,
West Virginia. And we are playing with our friends in What Great Fangs. And from Morgantown, Worst Kept Secret. And then we have
The reason you're here.
the reason why we are here, the Heavy Metal Menace 3. And a lot of,
Well, I've seen the last couple years of bringing
I believe Talion, who's playing, I believe that they recorded at the same place that we recorded. So it'll be a good family event.
It's good for the families, and based on what I've seen the last couple years of bringing bands in, they all seem to be a family together.
Yes. Right.
Can't get anywhere, man, if you're fighting each other. Can't build a scene.
We'd like to bring in Pittsburgh bands, show off, because Pittsburgh we have a lot of musical talent going through the city. Not even just in heavy metal, but that's what I like, so that's what I bring in. And, we're all big heavy metal family together. You're playing with Solar Burn at Black Forge Coffee House.
Yes.
So, have you played with them before?
Many times.
Yeah, multiple times. Very good friends of ours. Good dudes. Definitely check out everything that they do. Support that band. I know that they recently got signed to
I'm learning something new today.
something Super Monkey Records.
That is a wonderful name for a label.
Yeah,
I need to figure that out.
I hope I didn't mess that up, guys. Super Monkey Recordings.
We're sorry, Stains, if we did.
I think that's what it's called.
I mean, it's not your job to know what they're doing. I'm not interviewing them. I'm interviewing you guys.
But yes, Solar Burn, Claymore, Only Flesh. We've shared the stage with those guys a lot.
We're bringing in, showing off some
For
Pittsburgh.
you, so
Third year for Claymore, too. I think they were probably one of the big reasons we were able to do it in the last 2 years.
awesome.
So, we're good friends with them. We like to talk about them a lot. But we're bringing in, showing off some Pittsburgh talent, heavy metal Maness, and wanted to bring Old Lords on for some dirty, sludgy, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. We get it all.
I was going to go with, more words I can't say on air, but I had to stop myself. It's not fun.
We've heard Clutch on steroids.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Start
Just write me back.
2-3 weeks
No,
ago.
I'll just randomly text him. Sometimes just 10, and he'll just be like, "Thanks." Just write me back, "Thanks."
It's in your head now.
Yep, it was in mine. Now it's in yours. And,
The catchiest nonsense I've ever heard.
yeah.
Oh, isn't all of their stuff just catchy nonsense?
Oh, absolutely. Their singer is just his lyrics are just insane, and just reading them, I'm just like, I have no clue what this guy's trying to tell me, but I'm buying into everything he's trying to tell me. Yes, I will buy whatever you want me to, Neil Fallon. Is that his name?
I
think
want to
you
say
are correct
so.
with that one.
That sounds right. I don't know.
His
everything.
sister was on Ace of Cakes.
I did not know that.
Mary something. Yeah. She was the receptionist on Ace of Cakes on Food Network.
Learn
You
some.
Clutch mega fan?
More like
But don't try to play him up as some sort of metal knowledge guru.
No.
He just likes.
He
He
just
really
likes cake.
likes cake.
I just like cake,
Cake, Clutch. They all work together.
cake and clutch.
But I'm not actually familiar with this one venue. I'm not familiar with the Black Forge Coffee House. I've heard very cool things about it. It's a coffee house that has metal shows?
Yes.
Tell
Yeah.
me about this.
We've actually never played there before.
Yeah, this is our first time.
That's our first.
They just opened, I think, last year sometime.
Was it late last year?
Somewhere. Ashley and Nick own it, and they're really good people. Also, Ashley does lighting at some venues up in Pittsburgh, so she's a good girl. Nick's an awesome dude.
And they
And,
love to support local music, so
Yeah.
they let people go do their thing at their coffee house. So
I think that is so cool. When I think coffee house, I think
acoustic
know,
guitar, throwing a scarf, listening to some of that hipster crap.
don the man bun.
Yeah.
Just don't make me remove my beanie.
Hey, you know what? You know what's next after the man bun, right?
I just cut my man bun off like a month ago.
You know they say next is the he hive.
The He Hive.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook.
The He Hive.
That or the man braid. It's like a mohawk, but it's a braid going right down the middle. manly haircuts.
Yeah, then it's the Parma talk after that.
Okay.
Hold up, I gotta be able to. I have to compose myself.
Yeah, but Black Forge Coffee House, I think it's going to be an awesome venue. I think it's going to be the up and coming things around Pittsburgh.
It's also bring your own beer.
No.
Yes.
That's a killer thing, right?
And they actually have really sweet merch for there too.
They do.
Their T-shirt designs are pretty sweet. So
Heavy metal coffee house merch. I can imagine it being awesome.
right. Yeah. I drink my coffee black like my soul.
Drink it black like my
I
metal.
wonder if you can get a pentagram in your foam.
Ask for it.
I don't know. If
I don't do the coffee doodles. I don't drink coffee. But if I did, I would totally ask for someone to try and summon Satan.
Yeah.
Would you like to... you gave me the story off air. I'm going to clear it and say that it was fine. Would you like to tell me about it?
Yeah. Nick and I went to see a
comedy
show, and it was at a mega church, biggest church I've ever been to.
I'm going to refrain from the very obvious joke that I have for off air.
And as we were leaving, we were walking out to the car, and I happened to look down and found some marijuana. That's church pipe.
God give it.
Then I lost it, so it just kind of like
came into our lives.
It came in and left, and that's church pipe.
God giveth, God taketh away.
Yes. Very literally, yes.
I don't think there's any better way that I can actually preface the song. So this is Church Pipe by Old Lords. And welcome back to the Currently Untitled Metal Show here on 91.9 FM WCAL. Cali's Best Music. I'm your host, Zach. I'm joined in the studio today by Old Lords, Pittsburgh's, I don't know, sludgiest, nastiest, grooviest, bong-rippiest music. Sometimes. So, have you been enjoying your time in the studio today? Has it been fun?
Very pleasant.
That's because, it's nice in here. It's not too cold, not too hot, finally.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming down. I always appreciate my visitors. It
Yeah.
means that I don't have to plan as much. With less music.
We're glad we can help you out on a Sunday night.
Left
Oh, no.
early. It's 9 a.m. That's early for me. It's before noon.
Right?
Yeah, you're in college.
I'm in college. I'm allowed to be lazy still. I got another month of it. Oh, God, I only have a month left.
Oh, no.
But, we've been talking about music. Just played at the beginning of the last time we talked, or at the end of the last time we talked, we played Church Pipe. Had some fun with that. Got the story for it. I've got the next song queued up. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But you guys have a new album coming out, a new EP coming out. And, what is the difference between recording this one, Crisp and Bold, and the last one, Glitter from the Gills?
How about I take this one?
You can have it.
With Glitter from the Gills, we did it in our friend's basement. This one we actually went to a legit studio, Soundscape Studios, now Tonic Studios. It was a great experience going in there with the producer, kind of throwing his spin on our songs. Always open to opinions to other people from other people, and I think it really worked out. But that was basically the main difference. We actually went in for a recording session, a mixing session, and now we're getting it mastered. And Glitter from the Gills was like a weekend party. Let's record some songs.
Yeah, that was a party.
Do you mind rattling off the track list for the new album?
In no particular order, unless you know the order.
The order is Damn These Angels,
American
Lightning,
4 songs. And Buried at Sea.
Awesome.
4 songs.
4 songs. 4 hopefully awesome songs.
Hey, it equals out to like almost 20 minutes. So
4 songs for 20 minutes? I see what you're going with that. Huh?
I see what you're getting there. joking way too much. But
That's what we do, man.
you know,
It's a good time.
any of these particular songs, which one's gonna be? If you had to pick the single, which one would it be?
American Lightning.
American Lightning.
What about that song makes it special?
It's it just seems to be well received live with everybody. That's just everybody's favorite. So that's the one that we thought would be the best to put out as a single if we had to, because it's very, very well received.
And Roots, we haven't played live or anything yet. That's a new one that no one's heard. So we tried to save that for
No,
when
we're
it
saving
comes
it until
out.
we release it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do any of these other ones, do Damn These Angels or Buried at Sea, make it into the set list yet?
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to get to hear a whole bunch of new music come Menneson.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot more than what's on that seat on Glitter from the Gills. So
I mean, I don't actually want to know the whole set list because I want to enjoy the show just as much as everyone else.
Yeah.
But it's good to know some of the new stuff's going to be making it on there. So
yeah.
We usually make a set list and then don't follow it.
write it down on the way there.
We know where we're going.
Which
We
one do you
just-
want to play?
Yeah, we try to prepare and then we're just like, nah.
We know
play
which
this
one's our
song.
go-home song, and then we're good.
The go home song.
Which
Yeah.
one gets you
Gotta
kicked?
quit using wrestling lingo.
Bert, you're dinging on the air.
Oh, my bad. It's okay.
That could be worse. I've had mine go off far too many times. Just check and make sure my ringtone's off. But what you want to talk about the inspiration behind some of these songs? Any ones make particularly good stories?
When I write lyrics, I'm lazy, so I get you're recording vocals in 10 minutes, and I said, okay, I have to finish writing my lyrics, and so really, there's no I write them, and then I go back and I find meanings behind it. So really, there's no church pipe story on the new album.
No,
No.
nothing as good as church. I mean, that is a very good story behind that one.
Yeah, there's nothing to that extent, unfortunately.
So you do take you take your influence from Clutch a lot then. Shenanigans
What your song's about? I have no clue.
1001.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's some programming.
Listen to it and find out what it means to you.
All right, I'm fine with that. Everyone's gonna have their own personal interpretation.
Interpretive vocals.
Interpretive vocals.
Interpretive dance. Is you gonna incorporate that kind of stuff on the show too?
There will be probably some barefoot dancing.
And some stomping.
And some stomping and yes.
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 All right. So other than Clutch, who we have name dropped far too many times today, actually, never mind. That's usually a good thing to talk about them. But who would be some of your biggest musical influences from each of you on your styles?
Are you sure you want to ask me that?
I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask the question either way.
Insane Clown Paul.
That's not the first time we've had.
This
Heavier
damn
music.
juggalo.
I listen to everything. Green Day is what influenced me to start playing drums. Grew up on like heavy stuff like Dillinger, Every Time I Die, and all that.
That's not the first time we've had that said by a band member.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there's more of us.
There's
Cavalry Runaway.
What?
Mikey used to say it all the time.
No, that was Mikey.
Well, I love that guy. He's cool.
Them juggalos love everybody that's a juggalo. You like Fago? Me too. Oh, bro.
I like Fago too, but I don't want to like squirt it all over my friends.
Right.
Oh, that's fun.
I just like to drink it.
But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Berg, what are your influences musically?
Musically? I mean,
Come on, get in the microphone. Get up here.
I mean, obviously, you grew up listening. I grew up listening to, Les Claypool, Flea from Chili Peppers, things like that. But I don't know, Geddy Lee, just I'll do the stereotypical bass player name drop, and go from there.
Geezer Butler, Steve
Yeah.
Harris. You can
Just keep going with that. Yeah, just name any prominent bass player from there. I just enjoy doing it, man. Especially with these guys.
Is there a particular style you enjoy? Do you like slap? Do you like funk
I
bass?
incorporate it all, man. I just don't respect bass players that use picks.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna cross David Ellefson off the list of influences.
Yeah, no. Play guitar then.
Bass is a guitar. It's
No.
with really big strings.
No, you finger pick that stuff, man. Different tones, different percussions you can use with your fingers, things like that. But yeah, I see a bass player using a pick. I'm like,
This is Adam Jones.
Ouch. Harsh words for
Harsh.
bassists that use a pick.
Bass Wars.
But how about you? What are your influences? Who got you into what you play?
Biggest influence is Adam Jones from Tool. I've loved Tool since the first time I heard him. Stevie Ray Vaughan, awesome inspiration to me. And that's really about it. I like Jeff Buckley and Rage Against the Machine. And
You can say whatever you want at this point. He's already said ICP. That's,
yeah, that's just like he set the bar. He set the bar really low, so anything you say is even better.
just sounds existential. Like, well, at least he's not that.
yes.
I talk trash, but I
I'm used
love
to
you.
it. I've been listening to them since I was 10, so I'm 29 now, and I've gotten it all throughout the years, so I'm used to it.
It's not going to get any easier.
Oh, I know.
Where's your keychain at?
Somewhere in the woods because you threw it.
Good man.
Get out of here with that
Now,
hatchet, man.
Have you ever been to a gathering of the Juggalos?
No, I have not.
Do you plan on it?
I wanted to this year, but I don't know if I will be able to because of work. And, yeah, I don't know. This is the 17th one, and they're doing, like, this amazing Wizard of the Hood with Twisted and ICP full stage sets. It's going to be awesome.
He has actually offered to pay for us to go to an ICP
Yes.
show. I will buy your ticket, man. All you have to do is go with me.
You guys will
I
have a
don't-
great
'Cause
time.
I want them
It'll
to
be
experience
phenomenal.
the amazingness of their live shows.
Listen, the last time you went to an ICP show, you came back with a black eye because you got hit in the face with a Fago
Yeah,
ball,
I got
okay?
it. I went to Detroit.
I don't want to
for
pay
Halloween
money
Kid.
for somebody to throw pop on me. Guar's a whole other thing, but we'll leave it at that.
I went to Detroit to go see Hallowicked, and a full unopened bottle of 2-liter hit me right in the bridge of the nose, and instantly I felt swelling in my eye, and I had a black eye for like 2 weeks.
And
It was
why-
amazing, though,
And why do they use diet?
because it doesn't burn your eyes as much.
Oh, way to be considerate of your fans.
They'll throw the
Oh, we can sit here and make fun
I
of
mean,
them all night, man.
we might have to. That sounds fun.
He's so used to it. His skin is probably a lot thicker than most people's because everybody in our group just.
Oh,
attacks him
we're
about ICP.
in a group message on our phones. There's like 8 of us, and all it is just smack talking on.
Well, it's
But-
ruined now.
We're gonna let that one go.
It's borderline.
I will, just because I like Moon Mist.
Well, it's
But-
ruined now.
Sorry, you may have to change up to the Walmart brand.
I'll just stick to.
Mountain,
We'll stick with Mountain Dew. We'll stick with the legit stuff at this point. Not sacrificing quality.
yeah, Mountain Roar.
Mountain Lion. They all have their own names. But, I mean, I think we learned something about you at least. You enjoy guar, getting sprayed with guar stuff
Yeah.
over
Hey,
Fago.
Yeah,
hey,
what-
that's an experience. Hey,
That's what I'm trying to say.
but I don't want to get thrown Fago at by some.
But you'll
wicked
get
clown.
fake blood on you.
Yeah,
And
get eaten. by
Fago
the
versus, Fago's versus blood and semen. I mean, which do you really want sprayed on you? This,
Yeah,
this dude,
blood-
he has, obviously.
fucking blood and semen, dude. Hey, why not?
If I had to pick,
Yeah, but it's war.
Idea for this tattoo, right? So there's 2 members of ICP, okay? I have 2 feet.
That's good for a drummer to have his 2 feet.
Are you sure you have 2 feet?
Yeah. So I'm getting their portraits on each feet, one on each feet. And then it's going to say
on each feet.
foot
On each feet.
on my feet, on my foot.
On
And
your
it's going to
foots.
say down with the clown. And it's going to be amazing.
Puke.
You guys will all love my feet.
And you don't want to get your ribs finished because it's going to hurt, but you'll jump right to the feet. But enough time.
Yeah.
You have to have thick skin to be a metalhead. You have to have a really thick skin and a really thick skull to be a juggalo. But enough talking trash on Nick for now. I think we're going to go back. We're going to play another song. The next one off your last album, Chasing Switches. How do you want to preface this before we play it?
About lesbians and bacon. Not really.
That's what
Aw.
we say. Yeah, that's what we say
First from these guys.
about me thinking that I'm a werewolf, like running through the woods, killing people because I'm a werewolf. Jack Nicholson.
I dig it. I like werewolves. We like
werewolves.
creepy stuff here. But you heard it first from these guys. This one's about lesbians and bacon. This is Chasing Switches by Old Lords. You're tuned into 91.9 FM WCAL, California, Pennsylvania. Cali's best music.
On Armstrong and Atlantic Broadband.
Hey, and welcome back to the Currently Untitled Metal Show here on 91.9 FM WCAL. I'm your host, Zach, and joined in the studio today by Old Lords, Pittsburgh sludgy, fun metal. Welcome back. Adorable. Adorable. Fits your personality perfectly. Stuff. But, welcome back. Did you enjoy your smoke break?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Wonderful.
I bet it was. It usually is for smokers. I wouldn't understand. But we also...
Oh, he has one on.
Yes, a man of many hats. Probably so many hats, it go through the drop ceiling here, all the way up to the top level.
But you only wear
So many hats.
You're not even wearing a hat.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he has one on.
He did bring Fago.
I am now wearing a hat. I am wearing a derby hat.
Yes, the best part, Jonathan came in as we were all talking trash on Nick. ICP fan. It was too easy. So we got into talking trash on Fago, and here comes Jonathan walking in the door with a bottle of orange Fago.
Orange Fago is so delicious. Grew up with it, so yeah, thank you, parents. Thank you.
I got nothing against it. It tastes
My
good.
dude right there.
It's cheap pop.
$1.
There you go. But
One way to win over a juggalo.
Great.
The Fago.
you come in with the Fago. It's how you you make your friends. But
But Nick, I thought I already won you over.
Ooh, that's a
did
delay.
something happen off air that I
This got
missed?
even better.
Oh, it
got
did.
even better.
Yes,
Oh.
Earned
okay.
another point with him.
Now you're best friends.
Yeah.
Now you're juggalo buddies.
We have reached our final form.
You have this bond has transcended blood bonds. This is a Fago bond because Fago is thicker than blood, which is thicker than water. So, get you guys in the studio. We've been talking about what you're working on. You got an EP coming out in July. You've got
June.
some shows. June. One of the J months. June.
What day on June?
We don't have a specific day. We gotta
Just
June.
wondering if it was my birthday, that's all.
They didn't even
Which
know.
When is your birthday?
11th.
set up a show.
June.
For a release party.
They didn't have the name of the EP until they were on the way here. They named it on the way to the show.
Well, for the record, I have never actually thrown a birthday party for myself or anything like that, and I was considering putting together a show. So we might be able to combine our efforts.
That'd be
Do
great.
it.
Birthday shows. But I don't want to take it all the glory away because it is your CD release show, and we want it to all be about you. So
No, he wants all of it.
We don't really know about June 11th.
okay, now for the record, I don't want all of it because it's sad as to what my birthday's about, and that's
Your birthday?
yeah. But
You being brought into this world?
but how many years ago? Yes,
Oh, you're
exactly.
33? Oh,
30.
welcome to your
30.
Oh, ouch. You're leaving the 20s, man. Old man.
Dirty 30.
Graham. I'm so going to outlive you. Deflect. Get that away from me. Get the anger away.
I'll be fine while y'all are dead.
Uh-oh. I don't know. Hey, wait. No, you have diabetes. I'm so gonna outlive you. At least I'll have my feet
Part of the
longer.
Wilford Brimley fan club.
I don't know. Wilford Brimley's pretty old. He survived pretty long.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got me off track. All right, your EP Crisp and Bold is coming out in June. Got stuff. Secretly, shows coming up on the 8th. You're gonna be playing at the Black Forge Coffee House. On the 16th, Goodfellas Bar and Grill, and on the 23rd, Heavy Metal Monessen. You know why we brought you in. Talk about all that stuff. Secretly, I just wanted to talk trash on juggalos, but under the guise of an interview, we'll allow it to continue. But we got into this kind of last talk segment. We're gonna talk gear now. So, what do you? Whoever wants to start. What is your instrument of choice? What is your brand of choice? What do you play live? What do you play when you record?
Get so much bit, I'm like, heck with it.
Nick, why don't you go first?
Okay. I play Orange County drum and percussion drums. I use Zildjian cymbals and any stand that I can afford.
So the stand doesn't matter.
I have Amazon some stands for him just to help him out.
Drums are so expensive. And
Fago cost him a lot of money.
yeah.
Why don't we build a stand out of used Fago bottles?
Yes.
Just cut them all up, glue them all together.
Made from recycled
Recycled.
Fago bottles.
Yes, recycled.
That'd
Yes.
be great.
Think green. Yeah. Double pun.
Berg, would you like to talk about your equipment?
My rig is consists of a 610 Ampeg and a Orange Terror 1000 watt. But I do like to run the big muff through it. That is one heck of a pedal.
The muff.
Yes,
The
it
big
is.
muff.
Yes, it is.
The big muff.
The big muff.
Are we still talking about the pedal?
Yes, the pedal.
Yeah.
Yes, the
You
pedal.
gotta love big muff, man.
You've guitars of choice.
Guitars of choice. I play a Music Man right now. Currently in talks, getting a Beardly cut.
Exactly.
What are your picks of choice? Do you like Dunlop?
No, I was born with my picks. Haven't lost any of them yet, and can't throw any out. But
At least you cut them.
yeah, I do.
Trim them.
There's no, unless you have one of those nails. You know?
Yeah.
Sponsored
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah. Sponsored by my dad. Never mind.
And yeah.
And then my equipment.
You know you can pick up the microphone, right? You
No,
don't have to.
he doesn't
You
know
don't have
what
to
to do
bend
with
over.
his
Bending over as it's
I
sitting on
don't
the
know what
table.
to do with my hands.
Get them out of your pants.
You hold the microphone.
I play a Les Paul custom.
He's cupping the mic right now, by the way.
It is a 98. I play a PV 5150 signature series. Out of right now, I'm running four 12s and two 15s, but I will probably be going back to 8 12s because I like amps that are taller than me. And
It's not a joint. You don't have to cradle it.
strings, I
pass.
use Ernie Ball strings and Dunlop .88 picks.
how about that?
Yeah, I do use. I use a pick.
Yeah. What are these picks? I don't know.
They're
Yeah,
Dunlop.
we don't understand this.
Dunlop
this picture you
.88.
speak of.
Yes.
If Dunlop is listening, send me a lot of them because I lose them and they get washed.
That's why you get fluorescent colored picks. I learned that very early on. Get the bright orange ones, and then they still disappear.
They do, absolutely. People take my picks.
At least they're easier to see on
Really?
stage. With enough
They
black
do.
lights.
They take them and they make voodoo dolls out of them.
Is there a story behind that?
There is not.
Oh, I was really hoping it was like a vengeful ex or band member.
No, not so much. But pedal-wise, I just use a little bit of a delay. A little bit of boost. And I got a tuner on there and a looper pedal to make very, very non-enjoyable noises between our songs. Because I like to annoy people with feedback and loud
I'm sure we will love it at Monessen.
It'll be fabulous.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's about it.
That's about it. Does what you play live differ from what you record with, or?
Not for me. Recording rig is basically the same as my live rig, except on the new EP I did do some tracking with a PV Ultra Plus head. PV cult all the way. But yes, just besides that, everything is exactly the same. We try to keep our...
You'll get there.
Do it live. I don't want to record it.
It's a smart philosophy.
I guess so.
I will agree with that one. Not the bass player picking nonsense.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
You will see the light one day, Zach. One
me
day.
and John have faith in you.
Yes.
You'll get there.
I was just talking about bass players in general.
Aren't you learning to play bass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never said I'm good.
I know.
I never once made that claim.
Nikki Six plays
I want something
opens
like that. I
in
was good.
every single Motley Crue song. And look how huge he is.
Exactly. Gene Simmons can play the bass.
Gene Simmons has
Well,
a 12-inch tongue.
Yes, he does.
And a 12-inch, yeah.
Foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shoes.
Feet.
Boots.
Yes.
Lifts. Lifts. 12-inch lifts.
His left feet.
Cough, cough. Jonathan, now that we have you in the studio,
Hey, what's up?
I'm not going to ask you any questions. Do you have any questions for these guys? Anything you want to talk about? 'Cause
I haven't really thought of it because the flow of the show was just going with general gear banter right now, and I was just really enjoying it.
Well, what do you play?
What do I play?
What do you play?
You never asked me that.
What do you play?
Yeah, what do you play?
Okay, I have a Carvin 500-watt head through two Carvin 115 cabinets and an AKG 4500 wireless system. And my instruments, I play. I used to play Ivan as 5-string jazzes. Now I play jazz basses. So I got 3 5-string jazzes. Just picked up an American Deluxe that I'm still in debt for. I owe the credit card company still. Yes. And then I have a Standard, and then I have a Squire, which I'm going to modify for Only Flesh, which I'm going to cover it in plates so they can use grinders on it.
And which one do you plan on smashing?
The
one you're still paying off?
No.
Yes.
No. But I do have a surprise for you. I will be, breaking things. I promise that.
Don't give it away.
Don't ruin
Don't give it
surprises.
away.
I didn't say what I'm going to break. I might break Chris. I'm going to break Nick.
Are you going to break one of his dreads?
You leave all boards
Nick, I'm going to break the bottle of Faygo you bring on stage with you.
It's
I'm going to
plastic.
shake it up and smash it on the ground, and it's going to explode.
Yeah, you can't do that. If you put your finger in it, smash it on the ground, it will shoot up like a rocket.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
What? Are we going to get into the complex aerodynamics of
There's
Faygo
a lot
bottle flight?
There's a lot of information about that. Yeah, if you hold it, if you put your finger in it, shake it, hold it up, let it go, you can shoot it up like a rocket. Slam it off the ground, it'll shoot off like a rocket.
Is that really how?
Yeah.
You can
Really
make
how it
fake.
goes.
He has
Have
a
you
PhD
seen
in Fagonomics, man.
the complex
You gotta get
aerodynamics of the
Or you can just spray it. Put your finger over it, spray it.
like champagne?
You gotta bust the cap off real quick. Boom.
I don't know that much about Faygo, so I'm learning so much today.
You know what, guys? I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're musicians. We've all played shows and whatnot. We understand how awesome a fantastic, awesome, memorable show is. What do you guys? What's your most memorable show? What's the best show with the best stories?
I don't think we're allowed to say those on air.
I mean,
This is monitored, so.
We just keep the swearing down.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Now, okay, for the record, I was on tour with Only Flesh and we played a swingers club when we managed to talk about that censored enough.
We
so
skirted
go ahead.
around some
Yes.
some
so
things.
go ahead, open it up. Tell us.
there have been some times in Detroit. We'll go back to the ICP that
Man.
July, and we had all stripped down to our boxer shorts because it was so hot, except for Berg
Because I didn't pack any underwear.
because he didn't pack any.
Brought out the sock.
But-
sock and a rubber band.
There's been
Free
shows
ballin'.
played naked.
Yes.
I've been naked.
This guy's been
Blink's
naked.
been naked.
There
Berg hasn't.
No, I'm too furry.
have been times that
There
we
literally
have
is no naked.
shot. Can I say penis?
Yeah.
We've shot penis confetti all over everybody,
At the
and
same
then
show?
we had to clean up about 2,000 little cutout
Penises.
Yes.
peni.
The proper for multiple.
Yes.
But
or the story where we ripped Berg's boxers off.
there was a time that for about 3 years, Berg thought he got blacked out drunk and Hulk Hogan'd his underwear off. But in reality, he passed out and I ripped them off.
But I did pee in the hotel lobby and didn't get it.
He did pee in a hotel lobby.
How does one go about
Sorry, Mom.
urinating in a hotel lobby
You
and
just
getting
do it.
away with it?
You just do it.
Jägermeister.
You
I have
just
no
do it.
idea how he did get away.
Did the
with
plant survive?
Was it in a plant?
It was not in a
It
plant.
was
It was
not.
right
It
in the
wasn't a
middle
plant.
of the floor.
I would assume it was a plant.
It was it was right on the floor.
According to these guys, it was right wherever I was, and that's where I went.
Yes, it was.
I had to piece the night together by the receipts in my pocket.
Well, okay.
But memorable shows, I believe. I mean, it might sound cliche, but I enjoy playing shows. So I think every show that I get to play is special in its own right. And when you share a price tag on it, and
Best feeling in the world, man.
it's best.
really
Yeah,
is,
it really is. And of course, we don't make a lot of money doing
None of us
doing what we love, but we do it for the love of it, and you can't put a price tag on it. And we go out and. Yeah, let's put $10,000 worth of equipment into a $5,000 car and drive 500 miles for $50.
Yep.
That's being a musician.
But it's the experience.
That meme image is so accurate. It's sick.
Yeah, it is.
Very accurate.
I mean, how many people get to say that they urinated in a hotel lobby, or shot penises at a whole crowd of people, or played a show naked?
It was pretty awesome.
It's alcohol makes you do insane things, especially when you're drenched in sweat and under the heat of the lights and in front of millions of eyes.
And the crowds are cheering you on.
Millions of eyes.
Fact, millions. There were at least 500,000 people.
What's that
in the
Disturbed song? How many fists in the air?
crowd. 10,000.
10,000?
At least 5,000
It's
people.
at least about 5,000 people. That's pretty nice.
You got at least 500,000 people in that crowd that all saw you naked. At least he got to hide behind a kit.
Yeah, it was.
Wait,
Well, after
you're saying that like it's a bad thing.
Well,
We lost. Probably made
hey, the audience was asking for it.
The audience
They
asked for it.
so I did it.
Give the fans what they want.
Yes. As you should.
Alice Cooper learned that lesson the hard way. He gave him a chicken.
Yeah.
If anyone who doesn't know the Alice Cooper story, early in his career, he was playing a show that I guess a chicken wandered up on stage, him being show something, and they killed it.
Yeah,
They
ripped
killed it.
They ripped it apart.
Yeah, what was the newspapers the next day? There's a chicken sacrificed at heavy metal show, something like that. Just,
And that's where it all started.
and now Satan.
Now everybody's like, oh, what kind of music do you listen to? Metal? Oh.
You're one of those people.
Oh, you probably got skulls all around your house and chicken feathers and
Bats.
bats. Yeah.
And Satan. But at least you're not a juggalo, so I mean, you're still human.
Has ICP ever destroyed a chicken on stage?
No.
They do
They
go.
went chicken hunt.
They do
Yeah,
go
you know when
chicken
they
hunt.
went
They throw
Yeah.
chicken feathers on you, though. Dude, it's so amazing.
So after an ICP show, you're going to come out covered in Fago,
Covered in chicken feathers.
covered in chicken feathers,
Covered in confetti.
Fago and feathered.
Yeah.
Close enough to tar.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it'll probably do about as much good for your body drinking Fago as it would drinking tar.
Yes.
But we're coming up to the time again. We've been talking for almost 20 minutes, so let's get back into the music. We got Greyface coming up next. What do you want to say to preface this one?
I sing on this song.
Nick sings on this song.
I play drums. I play drums and I sing.
Cool, so Trench Mouth instead.
It's your Mastodon
At the
moment.
same time.
We can play them both. I got 2 computers set up.
I think you should play them both at the same time.
Exactly. I have 2 computers set up. We can do this. But
This is Nick's radio vocal debut.
no, I've played it. I played it before.
He doesn't do
Okay.
them live, so that's why we perform.
Yeah,
We don't-
I did them live a couple times, and then then we stopped doing
Once. So I refuse
hey,
to
it's
play
tou-
the song
it's
because he
tough
doesn't do
playing
vocals.
drums and singing.
Nick, he wants to hook you up with
New song by them. And for the cover song for the 9 o'clock hour, we had Synchronicity 2 by Angra, originally by The Police. Joined in the studio today by Old Lords. Welcome. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to the On-Air Waves. We have Jonathan of Jonathan's Dirty Pick of the Week, Only
Hello,
Flesh,
hello,
the
hello.
Existential Gentleman, and King of Talking Off Mic. You missed me staring him down, but you listeners can imagine my angry face staring at a, awkward man in a bowler hat with a, I don't know, with a
I am a very awkward man.
You're killing
very
me,
awkward-
Smalls.
the You're Killing Me Smalls t-shirt. Make the picture in your head, and then, I don't know, frown at it.
All right, let's.
For those who haven't been listening for the last 4 hours, would you guys like to recap your formation and how you guys came to be the Old Lords?
blinkers.
Okay. Well, we've known each other for a very, very long time, 15 years. We started playing in bands together, again, about 10, 15 years ago, and we did some bands here and there, did shows, went around and played some crazy shows, kind of broke apart, did our own thing. Then we came back and we were pretty much, I was pretty much upset with how everything I was hearing was degent. And I decided to, have a band to form Old Lords, a little bit of a fresh outlook on rock and roll. And it was like, hey, when you need a drummer and you know this guy for 15 years, you say, hey, let's go play drums. And when you go know this guy for 15 years and he plays bass and you have a band,
You guys are from...
get to be on the radio.
Now, you guys are from, or at least based out of Washington, not too far, Washington City,
Yes.
from Washington County.
Right.
Our county, not too far away from here.
Not too far.
Have you always been, have all your bands been, out of there, or general Pittsburgh area, or...
Yeah, pretty much everything has stemmed from there, and unfortunately Washington's going downhill, but still good things can come out of a septic hole.
Well, one good thing is that Pittsburghers are still calling it Washington.
That's right, Washington, and
You.
it's very. I mean, I live in the country. I love it, and I think the desolation of Washington actually comes through in the music. You can hear where Black Sabbath came from in their music, and I think you can kind of hear it in our music. We're pretty angry, not too angry. I smile a lot.
They seem like very nice gentlemen, besides the, intimidating glares they're all giving me right now as I judge them. It's not going to get any more intimidating than Rev. I'm sorry. It is really hard to interview someone staring you down when their entire eyes are blacked out.
He is on you.
He
is on you.
Looked into my soul and then pierced it.
But he is like a
Severely tattooed teddy bear?
he's a very, very lovable man. The first night I met him, he asked me for a hug, and I said, "This guy's okay."
the one person that you wouldn't think asked for a hug. Just don't touch me.
He
Go away.
didn't ask me for drugs. He asked me for a hug. So, excellent.
Hugs, not drugs.
Hugs, not drugs.
Great little.
Yeah.
PSA.
Down
There
with
you
dope,
go. We're
up with
hoping
hope.
to fill your quota.
Aw.
You guys should do a PSA then. Hugs, not drugs.
By Old Lords.
Drugs.
Oh, we had a DJ that would play one a while ago. It was an old wrestler, and I just remember the quote at the end of the PSA. It was an old one from like the 90s. Like he found it on YouTube and just played it because it was funny. And it ended the PSA with, and remember, kids, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
That's right.
And I can't remember who it was. It was old DJ Travis. If anyone, listeners out there remember him from Zero Influence, Zero Tolerance. Great former, great alumni. But he had good choice of PSAs. You trying to give him Nick 2 microphones?
Oh yeah,
2 mics.
double
one juggalo.
juggalo right here.
We're gonna mute all of the mics now because we're gonna have none of that. So, besides your age, where'd the name Old Lords come from?
Well,
Can you cue up the sound, the sad trombone right now?
yes.
No.
Wow, wow, wow.
Where did that come from? Well, we were looking for a name for the band, and I came to practice one day with about 15 band names, and these two chose Old Lords. I know, it's not very special or interesting.
We just love playing music, man. We don't care about anything else.
We throw our hands in the air when anybody asks us any questions about the band. We throw our hands in the air and say, it's all about the music.
Well, I will say this. I had a couple ideas. I think I ran it past you guys when I saw you guys play at the Fallout Shelter up in Aliquippa. And I came up with another one since then. Like, if you guys played on Thanksgiving, you'd be the Old Gourds.
I like it.
And then how about, I don't know where you guys practice, if it's like kind of like a danky basement or whatever, but you could be the Mold Lords if that's the case.
Yeah,
The Mold
yeah,
Lords.
Uh-huh. We get
Old Ice House.
we get old
okay.
we get old ladies.
Erdlerds.
Erdlerds. That's when I'm
That's gonna be.
that's when I'm all gooned up.
That's after the show.
Yeah, it's all
That's gonna
we're Erdlers. I don't remember none of my lyrics. Play some music.
And of course, if it was New Year's, Happy New Lords.
Happy New Lords. That's
Happy
right.
New Lords.
That's
yes.
right.
That's it. We got to book a New Year show.
The new lords, old lords.
Yeah.
Oh, we get old turds.
You were Old Lords before midnight.
That's right.
Happy New Lords afterwards.
That's right.
Oh.
We'll just go there after that.
That's right.
But it's almost 9:30, so I'm gonna take the time to address this letter I got.
Oh, God.
So we got a letter from Justin, and I love it. Thanks. What's up, man? How's it going? It's going pretty well. It has been very good. Other than the whole having to graduate and find a job and the stress of life and everything, it's been fairly positive. And we are reviving Heavy Metal Monessen for our 3rd year. Thanks for the congratulations. It's been a lot of fun doing it. And this is for you, Jonathan.
Oh,
He
geez.
specifically he called you out on it. We had him in. We had Jonathan in a couple weeks ago with Only Flesh. You play bass for him, so you came in for the interview. So not only you help with the festival, but you're playing with the bands. He said, "Where is it?" I think I remember Jonathan saying he didn't do the suspensions a few weeks ago. Tell him to sack up and give it a go. Not necessarily during a show, but just for the experience. What do you have to say about that?
Okay. I will do it if the other vanilla member of Only Flesh, which is Chris Colorhurst on guitar, if he does it as well. We're going to have to do it together.
Hand up, son.
This is recorded.
It's
gonna
on
be
record.
This is going to be on the internet, so you know it's legit.
Well, how about you guys? I mean, Rev's going to be there with all of his equipment.
I will not suspend
I have
myself
no
from mute
feelings
hooks.
whatsoever. Nor am I going for 2 hooks through my back.
I will drink beer and watch you suspend.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll throw a swig of beer for you on that one.
Okay. I will say this, though. There is something at the park that's really awesome. You guys might like this. There's a tank there. A tank.
There is indeed a tank.
A
No,
World War II tank.
An actual tank.
Yes. A real legitimate tank.
Can I get inside this tank?
No, they welded it shut because I'm sure people tried
just
to
like
get it.
you
Yes.
had that same
Oh,
exact
me too,
idea.
me too, me too.
Stand on it, be the warlords.
Yes.
Would you like to say that one into the microphone now?
I said we could stand on it and be the warlords.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So many names.
Can we drink
Anywho-
margaritas and listen to Katy Perry, though?
I'm gonna say no,
Anywho,
but not for the margaritas. For only the Katy Perry.
so
I'm fine with the margaritas. Those are
on,
fine.
on this tank, the gun barrel is facing like on a diagonal kind of upwards, and it has one of those like the air thing at the end. So it's like there's like openings that let the air out, so you can totally rig a suspension rig to it. I want to see Rev suspend on the barrel of a tank.
I say
Ow.
that we should probably tell. Yeah, that should happen.
Make that happen.
Rev, if you're listening, make that happen.
And Steve, I have the funny feeling that you should narrate the whole thing as it goes on.
Well,
How far does your wireless thing go? We can do this during the show.
I will.
Tank.
Like, you're not. I'm seeing into words for all the ear holes out there.
Maybe use that as inspiration to write a new song.
Yeah.
Hanging from a tank.
Like, you're not going to suspend me. I don't think so. I love it, though. I love it. I think it's awesome. And it's not for me, but I completely love to watch it. And I think people that do it are way crazier than I will ever be.
I tell you what, though, you guys should do a band photo at the tank, though.
We should.
Oh, totally.
We should.
You can all like ride the barrel. of
Please,
it.
somebody bring war helmets and
Oh, sorry, Bethlehem's not on it this year.
Oh.
some camouflage. Can we get some camouflage?
Camouflage?
Can we get some
Oh,
camouflage?
102.
There's a surplus store right up the hill from here.
There you go.
You can pick it up on the way home.
I'll wear my Doc Martens.
Get real combat boots. But
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death, finish him.
there's another part of this letter I wanted to address.
All
This
right.
one was directed at me
Okay.
because I'm squeamish. He says, he thinks it's funny that I'm squeamish though. Metalhead. And he gave me a warning never to read the short story by Chuck Palahniuk called Guts.
goodness.
I know this story. I've not read it. I've read a lot of Chuck P's work, and no, oh goodness, will not touch it. He
MC Hammer.
what? What? No. Oh goodness. Yes. Justin writes, "I'm not squeamish in the least, but it had me squirming and wincing." And Chuck claims over 200 faintings at his appearances/readings, and he's trying to get me to read it. I have known about this story for years, and I'm not touching it. Mm-mm.
I've never heard about this, and I want to read it.
It's out of a book called The Haunted, I believe.
It is one of his collections of short stories. This is something I don't even think I can describe on air. It is that bad. Really? Oh yeah. It is bad enough that this dude when he tours and does his book signings, he will read this story, and just at the readings, people will faint.
What?
People will vomit.
You can't simplify it real quick?
It involves intestines going from inside of your body to outside of your body
yeah.
while you're still awake.
Like a Cannibal Corpse song.
In a pool.
In a swimming pool.
In a swimming pool.
It is bad. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to download that on your Tinder. I mean, your Kindle. My bad.
To get it on both.
Hey, somebody might like that.
Yes. He says if I don't read it, at least get someone else to. So this is I guess if you like gory, nasty, horrible short nonfiction stories, and you like good writing, check out Guts by Chuck Palahniuk. He's a great author. I loved Fight Club. This is one of his nonfiction ones. It is.
Ease
I
of-
talk books on my show very often. Loved Fight Club. I've also read Survivor, Damned. I have not read Choke, but I've heard it's good.
Lullaby is one of my personal favorites.
Not read that one either.
Excellent.
Great author. I don't get to talk books on my show very often, so I
And
like
I
this.
just picked up, can't even remember the name of it. It's one of his newer books. I believe it is Stories You Can't Unread.
I did read the first couple short stories for that.
Yes.
I
haven't finished it.
I've not been thrilled by the first 2 or 3.
Me neither.
I thought they were very bland. I was told there's a little Fight Club short story somewhere in that book, and that's the only reason I still kept it. and
The first story was okay. It was very hard to get through the second story. But most of his stuff, 95% of his stuff, I really, really, really enjoy.
I'm glad I'm not the only person who read at least the first one. I was like, that was
Fight Club
okay.
2 is in comic book form.
Comic book only, and I'm waiting for the whole thing to get released so I can just buy it all at once.
Yes.
Because I loved Fight Club, loved the movie, loved the book. I want to read the short story in, stories you can unread, but I don't know.
I believe that's what it's called.
I've got it somewhere in my room.
Something like that.
But I got to talk books on my show. Holy cow, I'm so happy. But I got some PSAs to play, so I'm going to do some of that. We'll come back in a little bit, because we got Jonathan's Dirty Pick of the Week coming up. Whoa.
Dirty.
Yes.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't know, Jonathan, every week he finds a song, a dirty, dirty song, something we can't play on the radio, something so vulgar that he has to bleep a lot of things. A lot of things. Do you have a number for this one? Do you know how many?
I didn't count. Sorry, I did not count.
You didn't count. This is Boogie Pickin' by some... I don't know. I guess we're going to have fun. But
No, but
I just realized that my talk bed's playing on the music. I got to play my PSAs on. So I guess we're going to play a song first. This is Boogie Pickin' by Solar Burn. Wait, what am I doing? I still have Old Lord stuff to play.
Yeah,
I completely I forgot we got... I played Trent's Mouth at the beginning of the block. There's one left on... No, heck with those guys. They aren't in the studio with me. They can't hurt me right now. This is Sea Beast by Old Lords. Welcome back to the Currently Untitled Metal Show here on 91.9 FM WCAL. I'm your host, Zach, and I'm getting ready to kind of close out for the evening. Thank you for joining me, fellas. We had Old Lords in the studio this evening.
Gracias.
It was a lot of fun. Jonathan, from everything, from Only Flesh to Extra Sexy Gentleman to Heavy Metal Manesson to Jonathan's Dirty Pick of the Week, also made it in just in time for us to talk trash on his Faygo drinking. You can say words, too.
Hey, I grew up with that stuff, all right? So, I mean, regardless of any juggalo this or juggalo that, what can I say? There's a lot of, parents. I mean, they didn't have a lot of money. They went for the cheaper beverage, and I grew up on Faygo because of that.
And they got great flavors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, saving money. I like getting a 12-pack for $2.50.
We would like to get sponsored by
we couldn't get another
Faygo.
can whenever we were kids until we finished the first one, and ICP's just out there willy-nilly them all over the place.
Faygo, contact us, Old Lords.
What flavor would you use to mix with your cold cock whiskey?
Oh,
I'm just going
Depends
straight
on what
up.
your mood is. They got cotton candy.
cold cock ain't gonna taste good with cotton candy.
Have you tried it?
I just don't even think it would be.
Preconceived notions, man.
Yeah, I'm a judger.
We'll try some candy apple.
He's
What
a
were we drinking
judgelo.
The other night, we were drinking.
No, you're cut off, Jonathan. No more speaking. You're done.
We were drinking
Not having
rum and Surge.
Yeah, we were drinking rum and Surge, and it was good.
Rum and Surge is pretty good.
Had a Surge today. It's delicious. It's wonderful, wonderful. Tastes like 90s.
Rum and Surge.
Seems like an interesting combination. I've seen Surge margaritas on the internet before. I hear that. That's probably going to be interesting. But it is 9:54. I got time for one more song, one more very important song. Jonathan, would you like to talk about this one?
Well, I'd like to discuss something with you first because we were trying to figure out what to do for Dirty Pick of the Week. I had an idea, and there is a particular word that is, you could technically say on the air, but it's like in moderation, a particular D word. Yes, go ahead, say it.
Deutsch.
Yes, Deutsch. And, I mean, because it's said on the air all the time, even on, like, the major stations and whatnot, but always in moderation. But when it's in giant quantities, that's a whole other story. So, Zach and I determined, it's dirty enough. Make it the dirty pick. Go ahead and bleep out that word, but we're not going to bleep out the other word that goes with it, which is bag. So, here it is. This is...
the Deutsch Bag Blues.
Yeah, the Deutsch Bag Blues by Wasp.
And this is Jonathan's Dirty Pick of the Week.
This isn't the stuff we normally do for you guys that are buying this. This is what happens when you consume massive amounts.